Today's horrible news, something that would tug at anyone's heart. A number of schools in the area, perhaps as many as a dozen or more, spent much of the day on lockdown because of today's attack at the Navy Yard. And on top of the violence of the day that played out there, this is something that is any parent's worst nightmare.
These schools on lockdown for hours tonight. We are hearing from worried parents at the schools that you see here on your screen. These are the ones that were under lockdown for as much as 7 hours today. We're hearing from parents about the safety of their sons and daughters. Rebecca Cooper live with this angle of the story for us tonight. Rebecca.
Well, that's right, Audrey. Not only the schools you're showing, but in addition to those, several private and parochial schools in these neighborhoods as well. We're here at Tyler Elementary School in Southeast that's just 2 blocks away from where the barricades were put up. Not only were students in lockdown, but parents who were dropping their students off when word came of the gunmen. They were put in lockdown all day as well. Some very tense hours as parents were hearing differing reports about whether the gunman was still at large and whether there were others still unaccounted for. When the lockdown lifted at Tyler Elementary, parents gratefully gathered their children after a long and stressful day. Some parents disagreed with the lockdown, but this father of 3 says it was the right call.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if there's any sense of not knowing where a gunman could be, they should take security for these students first.
Several parents had been locked inside all day as well.
It was nerve-wracking. It almost felt like some kind of a movie. It was nerve-wracking.
But son 6-year-old Samuel seemed unfazed. Why did they tell you you had no recess?
The police were outside on the playground.
Earlier in the day, headed to Reagan National after the ground stoppage there was lifted. This dad says even as the gunman remained unaccounted for, he decided to keep his children in their school near the Navy Yard. Your decision is keep them in school?
Yes.
Why did you decide to do that?
They're safe there.
But Brenda Dancy rushed to get her great niece from daycare, having to sneak past some of the barricades to get there.
1 minute they say the shooter's dead, next minute they say it's on the loose. We don't know what's what.
Now, one of those mothers who was locked inside the school, they had brought her 1.5-year-old. She hadn't even brought a diaper bag with her. Luckily, the school was able to find her an extra pull-up. But all of these parents say they're grateful, all the ones we spoke to say they're grateful to the schools for keeping their children safe, and they were grateful to pick them up as well. Reporting live in Southeast, Rebecca Cooper, ABC 7 News.